I'm going to spend all of my life, all of eternity with God in His presence. The pleasures we find here on earth, the happiness we have here on earth, it's only a glimpse. It's only a little glimpse of what we'll have in heaven. And God gives those to us, and God shows us those things so that we can remember what's coming. But we as Christians have stopped right here. We've fallen asleep accepting the blessings of earth as it. We've fallen asleep accepting that just this is enough. Yeah, I'm okay with God's blessings. That's cool. I'm good with that. But if we're not driven by a vision, without a vision, we're going to perish. We're going to fall asleep. We're going to die. Y'all, God is creating an amazing place for us. And if we've lost sight of that, if we've completely lost sight of what He wants to do in bringing all of us back to right relationship with Him, we're in trouble. I got up here with my shoes on earlier, and I don't think I want to do that again. It's a little bit slippery. But I'm afraid that we as Christians, as we've concentrated on the blessings of this earth, we've started to use those things to tell people about God. Why should I be a Christian? Oh, because living for God is so awesome. Because He'll bless you. Because He'll minister to you. Oh, it's just the freedom you have in God is so awesome. We need to start telling people about the end game. The prize. You know those people who go out and they win the Super Bowl? They're not satisfied. Why do you think there's so much talk about repeats and three-peats and all that fun stuff? Someone who gets up on one of these things and practices, they've got a goal in mind. I don't think any gymnast gets up here and says, hey, I want to get up there and I want to practice for hours and hours. Worship team, you can come back. Hours and hours and hours, because I just want to have fun. I think they all get up with the idea and the thought that maybe one day they could make it to the Olympics. But we as Christians will get up here and we'll get on the beam. This is salvation. We've been saved. We've given our lives to God, and we're here. But too often, when it's time for us to do something as Christians, we get ready and we get down and we hold on. And we're holding on to our salvation. And this is all we're doing. This is where it is. This is where our life hangs. And we're holding on. And this is what it's all about for us. And we're going to get to heaven after holding on like this. And we're going to get to heaven and we're going to get off and we're going to go, give me my crown. I've succeeded. Give me my crown. Where are my rewards, God? We're going to get to heaven and say, where are my rewards? When that's not what our life should have looked like.
His wind and mercy. When all of a sudden I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. And oh, how He loves us so. Oh, how He loves us, how He loves us so.
How do you want your life to look? How do you want your life to look? Your life as a Christian. Do you want to just be there holding on? Do you want to just be holding on for dear life to salvation in hopes that when you get there, you'll get your crown? Or do you want to do some amazing things for God? Do you want to do some things that will change the culture around you instead of being conformed to it? That's what that verse is saying. Don't be transformed by this culture, but change your culture. Change the culture around you. We're about to go into our time of worship, and I'm not going to say if, then come forward. I'm going to tell you, everybody in this room, every single one of us, we all need time in His presence. We all need time in this altar. We all need time truly worshiping Him. So I'm going to ask that you'd stand as we go into this time of worship. As we go into this time of worship, worship God how you want your life to look. If that means getting out of your seat and coming here to the altar, then get out of your seat and come to the altar and worship God in this altar. But I'm telling you, this isn't an if you want God to, then come forward. This is we all need this time with God. So come worship with me.